How long are we going to take before crypto can go up? Another way to ask, Wen Moon. Of course, we have to say nobody knows. We're rolling the dice. It's been 5 years of eternal hell. It's been so bad, friends. I really got to like stress this out here for you. I'll just quickly tell you, there's going to be 3 cycles that we're going to look at. 300 days, 500 days, 500 days. Let's take the worst case of that, 500 days, and then double it, 1,000 days. That's just what I'm doing at this point. It's been taking a very long time. Keeps making horrific lows over and over and over again. I think what's killed us most, friends, as well, is knowing that this is the Dow Jones, okay? The Dow Jones made its low after 1,035 days. 3 years, okay? About 3 years. The Dow Jones made its low. And then after that point, actually went up only. It actually went up only after the Great Depression. This was the Great Depression, 1929. Okay? Went up. This is World War II. All right, so near World War II, a historical event keeps going up. So you would think, right, 3 years is enough. You would think so. Unfortunately, we're eternally cursed, man. So the last 3 times that the PMI crossed 52, Bitcoin peaked in 320 days, 520 days, and 530 days. That's why I told you. 300, 500, 500, and I've doubled it. Okay, that's why I'm just... What you got to do, friends, as well, remember, even though it's hard, man, it's all about stamina and survival. The problem is, as well, in every other asset in the world, they don't drop 90% for 5 years. Maybe they go cuckaroonies, maybe 50% drop, really bad, and it's still down like 30% after like 4 years. Oh, you haven't made any money in 4 years. Yeah, but crypto just takes us to a whole new level. It is an absolute abomination, man. You want to lash out, but it doesn't get you anywhere. You have to remember, this is the only way to make it. Like, you could click sell and go buy the top of AI stocks or something else out here. There's always that option. You know, a lot of people did capitulate. They went and got into gold and silver. But that's because they feel good. Okay? That's all I wanted to show you as well, friends. People who are buying, say, gold and silver after they sell crypto, they have received a dopamine hit without knowing. They have received a dopamine hit from watching Peter Schiff now. Because they're seeing someone like, oh my gosh, you were right the whole time. No, it's the broken clock thing. Remember I told you, the broken clock, it's at 6:30. And right now in the morning, it's 6:29 a.m. and then it hits 6:30. Wow, the clock is correct. Oh my gosh. Yes, the broken clock says, don't worry about any other plans. It'll never turn 6:31. You didn't even need to worry about breakfast. You have to go pick up your kids from daycare 2 days ago. You left them there. Don't worry. Time has now stopped. So you know what eventually happens after that point. Eventually, it moves to 6:31. And then 7. And then 7:30. And then 8. It keeps going. So if we got this, friend, that's why I have this chart here. This is BTC's price chart. And what I've done is I have the PMI, the business cycle, on the bottom. Now, remember, the business cycle, there are other indicators you can use. It's just that US Manufacturing PMI, it tracks the business cycle the most pure. Might not be forever. Maybe in 50 years it doesn't. But for a long time, it has tracked it very purely. There's another PMI. There is the world PMI. They're called the global one. So this is the US, okay? But there is also the global. The global PMI, though, doesn't track it as perfectly, because the global one has the best companies all over the world, and they're super diversified, right? So a lot of companies, they make a lot of things. That's why they're the biggest, right? So even when the business cycle is going down, these people still have good amount of orders, right? They never go down to like the 40s and high up to the 60s. They stay around like 52, 51. You know, that's why they're the biggest. But with US Manufacturing PMI, it's a nice clean read. So this is Bitcoin, its existence of the past. You can see, friends, as well, you can see that the first cycle we had in 2013, the peak, we rose above 50 and it cranked up, hit like 55. It's this here on the left-hand side. This took about 322 days. So what I did is, remember we have PMI at 50, I mark 52 because there's a lot of times it goes back to 50, it just comes back down, it screws around. That's why I decided 52 is the line in the sand. On the data, if you look at the past history for the PMI, the 52 number was the point of no return. Now, I know what you're saying right now because we're at 52 now. Everyone's in disbelief. Everyone's like, nah, but we can't go up. You know what I mean? Like everything's cooked. Everything's trash. 52, it can't be a real number. It's going to go back down. And you know what? You could be right, man. I don't blame you. And I don't blame us for thinking like that because everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And it's actually been atrocious, right? This whole time. But in the past, the contraction, 6, 12, and 10 months, we're on month 38. We're just assuming this has ticked up to 52. I'm just not going to argue with the data point. But man, like that's the reality we're living with. So this was 320 days after 52. This one was 530 days. And then the 2021 cycle was about 520 days. So I took the biggest number of them, about 550. I even added a bit more. And then I doubled it. I just doubled it. I go, you know what? I don't want it to happen, but I'm just like, screw it. You know, you don't need to double it, but remember, we got to December 2025. We did get there. Only Bitcoin had peaked because, you know, they did something that they've never done before. They, deep state, Satanic, Canaanite, Scum, they printed money that's global liquidity rising, and it did not seep into Main Street. They've never done that before. Well, you know, there's a bit of a twist on that. Whenever they've done that, and they hoard the currency units, they being deep state institutional banking scum, banking cartel, when they print the currency, the global liquidity, it does eventually seep into the economy, but it takes anywhere from, you know, COVID was like, you know, 1 month, around anywhere from 6 to 18 months in the past. 6 to 18 months. There's a window. And they, by the way, they never do it straight away. Why is that? It's because the deep state central bank scum, they do not want you, the people in the population, to learn that when they print money, it's just inflation going up. They don't want that. Because then the people will figure out how they're being enslaved. And they never want that. So there's always a delay. And what I noticed from the charts is that the delay is a different amount of time each time. You'll never hear about this from any finance, economic. No, they don't talk about this because they're paid by the money printer themselves. So they're paid to shut up and just say the system works. But if you look at, say, 2021, when we did the money printer, look at this, friends, right? In 2021, something unique happened. Okay, we made the money printer go brr memes from Jerome Powell, which was cool as an awakening for us, but it basically told them to tighten the leash. Where the deep state banking cartel scum, they now learned, people are waking up. Next time we print money, don't hand it out to them. Just hoard it, leave it there. And that's exactly what happened. That's why we got to see global liquidity went up, Bitcoin can't catch up. Because global liquidity goes up, Bitcoin was catching up a bit, but nothing seeped into the economy. So here we are right now, friends. You and I, we've seen crypto in its past cycles, right? The down and the up part, right? The down and the up part, the down and the up part, that's 3 cycles, okay? And the above 52 is where I've got the green boxes, okay? This is where the above 52 cross, and they correspond to Bitcoin rising, Bitcoin rising, Bitcoin rising. So it depends how you want to look at this. Bitcoin was still able to go up. So, you know, glass half full, glass half empty. Bitcoin was able to still rise and the business cycle was cucked. Right? This is what Bitcoin was able to do. It was still able to move up despite a cucked business cycle. It's round tripped most of it, a big part of it, but it was still able to do something. It's pretty good. But now the business cycle is finally ticking up. Okay. Now, in this period of time, some juicy stuff. There were 2 altcoins that happened in that period of time. Okay. So if you really wanted to look, let's say use others BTC, and you say, hey, Somi, if we just map out where would say, let's just use 550 days. where would 550 days take us from, say, the PMI ticking 52? 550 days into the future is July, August 2027. Let's just call it the second half of next year. But once again, we've been cucked, cursed, and it's been very depressing and sad. Waste of time for 5 years here. Being destroyed. All faith gone. I'm too scared to even say, oh yeah, it'll be better in second half of next year. I don't know. And I think you'd appreciate people like, you know, not putting in this fake hopium into you, because they don't know either, right? If it repeats though, like I said, 2027, somewhere, you know, maybe before January 2028. That's years. We're still talking years, you know. And then that's why, like, if instead of 500 days, why does it have to be 500? You know, if everything's cooked, why not 1,000? Why not never? If it's never, then you just leave forever, right? But if it's 1,000 days and whatever, now you bring it into the end of 2029, which is another 4-year cycle. There you go. You might also say, but sorry, last cycle we didn't go up. Why aren't we going to get some nice angel music? There you go. Why would this one go up if last one didn't go up? Third cycle curse for Ethereum's gone now. That's why. Ethereum is no longer in its third cycle. Ethereum is now in its fourth cycle. Ethereum, fourth cycle. Okay, I'm only guessing from what ETH BTC, okay, obviously has done in the past. First cycle sucks. Second cycle is a curse. I'm going to assume the third cycle is going to come back and recover. Sorry, the fourth cycle, okay? So actually this was Ethereum. Yes, this was its first cycle. This was funny. This was its second cycle. And friends, this downwards was its third. That's so garbage. It didn't even have a go. Just its third cycle. I'm going to assume the fourth, it runs early. Because that's what Bitcoin did. You know, Bitcoin had the spot ETF run in 2023 and 2024. Right? That's what brought it up to 70K. That was its fourth cycle. It ran early before the halvening. You know, XRP also did good. Right, USD wise. As I add here, since everything goes wrong in this industry, I am expecting this to fail like all the others and for us to be trapped another 4 years. Pray for the best, expect the worst. Okay. And Mr. Dossman asks, when the next PMI data out? It's the first week of March as well. We've got Bill. Hey, Somi, in one of your videos a while ago, you said something along the lines of, when you, Somi, think it's over, the bull run is on. And the prices start to move up. I'm catching this sentiment from you. I'd love to say so. I could just tell you now, people have been telling me this every month since April 2024. Yeah. It's literally been, I've just been almost 48 months of this, literally every month. You know, so unfortunately, I'm not, I wish I was the Jim Cramer. I really wish. I wish I was. Unfortunately, like, this is what we have now. We've got macro factors, PMI and US Fed balance sheet. We've got this period of time. Hopefully the best is yet to come. I salute you, friends. Like, subscribe, catch you in the next one.